accept the election. We want the government to accept the election.民心所向，7242票，民心所向，公平贏上選舉，竟然政府官員不願意接受啊！私相私，私心過重於天啊！民心所向，7000已經忘記咗啦，7424票，公平贏出選舉，竟然官員私心重於天，唔願意接受。
哦，領飛，
輸打贏要，官員們輸打贏要。民心所向，7424票，公平贏出選舉，為何你不接受啊？7,424 votes. We want the election fair and square.
You start chanting?
Accept the result.
講
佢嘅名未啊？講佢嘅名嘛
Yeah, Lester won. Yeah. Lester won.
Lester won. Seat him now.
Lester won. Seat him now.
Lester won.
Seat him now.
Lester won.
Seat him now.
Lester won.
Seat him now.
Lester won.
Seat him now. 7,424 votes. Lester Chen won the assembly election fair and square. He deserved to be seated. Seat him now.
Seat him now.
Seat Lester now.
Seat Lester now.
Seat him now.
Seat him now.
Seat Lester now.
Seat Lester now.
7,424 votes. Lester Chen won the assembly election fair and square. So seat Lester now. Seat Lester now.
Seat Lester now.
Seat Lester now.
We're saying how creative you are.
Middle of the night brainstorming.
Enjoy 90.
攞咗衫未啊？攞咗衫未啊？攞咗衫。7,424 votes. Lester Chen won the assembly election fair and square. He deserves his right to be assemblyman. So seat him now. 我哋人民選舉，我哋參加投票，做乜嘢？就係需要政府聽到我哋嘅聲音。Lester Chen 以7424票贏到 Assembly 嘅位置，佢值得做我哋嘅 Assemblyman。我哋需要你哋嘅支持Lester Chen 做我哋嘅 Assemblyman。
Lester won. Lester won. Lester won. Beat him now. Lester won. Beat him now.
Lester won. Seat him now. Lester won. Seat him now.
Lester. 1.
Lester 1, seat him now. Lester 1, seat him now. Lester 1, seat him now.
Lester 1.
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 Seat him now. Stop the steal.
Stop the steal.
Lester 1. Stop the steal.
Lester 1.
Stop the steal.
Lester 1.
Stop the steal.
Lester 1.
Stop the steal.
Lester 1.
Stop the steal. 7424票，鄭永基公平贏出眾議院，應該當我哋下一年嘅眾議員。但係有一啲唔能夠接受現實嘅現任官員，不停出現侮辱軍人，侮辱我哋嘅華人，侮辱我哋選舉嘅呢個公平性。我哋需要鄭永基做我哋下一年嘅眾議員，支持 Lester。Lester 1, seat him now. Lester 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 won the Assembly General Election with 7,424 votes. This is our vote. We cast it to Lester Chan. He won the general election fair and square. He deserved to be our Assemblyman for 2023. So please, seat him now. Seat Lester now. Seat him now. Seat Lester now. Seat him now. Seat Lester now.
No, Lester is calling up.
No, he's not coming. He's not coming. I will kill him if he comes.
Well, this is not so much about him. It's about the people.
Yes.
So, where there were people that said they're coming. So,
So you want to
I
like
was going to wait a little.
I'm thinking of a good job, so I want to go back to the post.
Oh, no, I understand. No, I understand.
I'm taking a super long lunch.
Let's wait for Phil to come. Oh, let's wait for Phil to come back and.
Where's the mic? Why is it?
7424票，我哋福倫社區人士投給鄭永基7424票，明顯嘅大多數，明顯贏取咗我哋嘅選舉。但係有啲人唔能夠接受，有啲政府官員唔能夠接受現實，用刻意抹黑，用唔同嘅方法抹黑我哋嘅亞洲人難得嘅光榮。選上嘅官員。
OK，夠鐘啦。OK， start with the chant。Start with the chant。
你哋已經入埋嚟，
點解咧？請過啲，過埋啲，係過嚟
見下，
係。交上
過來，我們看不到的，過來，
再近一點，
再近一點吧。
OK。
好。
OK。
呢個 speaker 裡面的台詞位置，外面看不到。OK， 我們需要看到越多越好。好 ，OK。OK， 我們呢邊幾位美女可以站在那邊嗎？美女。我請那邊，對，進來。OK。
你會講，林飛
OK。
Good morning, everyone.
没有了，没有了，对。
Come on in. Don't get run over.
Oh, careful. Hi, hi, hello, hello. No, stand up here, stand up here, stand up here. Yeah.
Let them know I'm Italian.
OK，我们可以有几个人站在那个 van 的后边，好不好？
I'll call you up.
Places, not just stations. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Okay, we're good.
We're good?
Stop.
Ready？
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to Diker Heights. We are here to speak up for the people of Assembly District 49 who duly elected Lester Chang as their assembly member on November 8th. Since then, Peter Abbate and the New York State Assembly have called into question his eligibility to run for this seat. Lester Chang's name was on the
好，
ballot.
好，好，好，安靜一下，安靜一下。
Okay, we have a truck here. Lester Chang's name was on our ballot, and 7,424 people in the Assembly District of 49 voted for him. He won the election fair and square.
Fair and square.
Fair and square. Lester won fair and square.
Fair and square.
Lester
Fair
won.
and square.
Lester won.
Fair and square.
Lester won.
Fair and square.
Lester won.
Fair and square.
We are gathered today to let the New York State Assembly know that they are doing the wrong thing. They need to seat Lester Chang to represent Assembly District 49 now. The people of Assembly District 49 must be respected with our votes. The State Assembly has no right to override our will, the will of the people in this community. I want to bring up to this stage a few people that are part of the community. I want them to say a few words as to what this election means to them and why their vote as part of this community must be respected by the New York State Assembly. First up, I see this woman right here. You want to just say a few words since you're right here?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I hold a sign, please.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rosa Chirago. I've been living in Brooklyn for all my life since I came from Italy. And I see what's going on in New York. When they steal the election, Democrats are not happy about it. But when we fairly elect somebody, square and fair, they don't like it because they don't want to lose no matter what. They need to go back and see the voting record. All Italians, all immigrants, all people of Brooklyn, go and look at how Abbate voted. He votes all the time with Democrats' left agenda. Well, how does he do? He calls himself a moderate. In the meantime, he was taking off the signs of Lee Zeldin because he was not a Democrat. But Lee Zeldin, that's another story. I don't like what's going on in New York. As an immigrant, I assimilate myself with all immigrants in this country, in this state, in New York, in Brooklyn especially, because I lived in Brooklyn all my life. And immigrants, we need a voice. And the voice is that they made it loud and clear. Lester Chang won, Abbate lost. Get him out. He's been in office too long. Get him out.
Get him out.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to call up to the stage Mr. Lingfei, who's also a community member and someone in Assembly District 49.
分。我们今天呢，我们的华人社区创造了个历史，我们推出了我们的华人的候选人。
Yeah! Lester Chen!
我们创造了历史，但是呢，现在有人想要把我们这个创造的历史剥夺掉。你们说我们能不能答应？
哇！
所以 Lester 上，他作为我们的一个华人，作为一个我们关心我们社区，能够倾听我们的社区的声音，并且跟我们的价值观一致的候选人，他非常干净的赢得了这次选举。所以我们希望大家每个人都要站出来，来保卫这个干净的选举，不能让人剥夺了我们的声音，不能让我们7400多张选票，7400多个选民的声音被人剥夺。Lester won.
Lester won!
Let him sit.
Let him sit! Lester won!
Lester won!
Let him sit!
Let him sit!
Lester won!
Lester won!
Let him sit!
Let him sit!
Lester won!
Lester won!
Let him sit!
Let him sit!
Next, I want to bring up another community leader in Brooklyn, Abraham Hoschanda.
Thank you. I am an Orthodox Jew, and I represent a big part of the voting district, which is Orthodox Jewish around the area of Maimonides Hospital. We went out, the Orthodox Jewish community came out and voted for Lester. And they are basically primarily Democrats, as I myself happen to be a Democrat, registered as a Democrat. But we voted Republican and we voted for Lester because we wanted a change.
Exactly!
Our voice has been heard, our votes have been taken, our votes have been counted, and for the Assembly to try to steal this away from us is unheard of, it is disgusting, and it should not, it is heard of actually, yes, but it is disgusting, and it should not be tolerated. Lester represents the Asian community, and he represents the Jewish community, and we stand by him, and the Italian community as well. And we all stand by him, want to see that he gets seated, which is what he is entitled to. The votes are in, the people have spoken, and that's the way it must be.
So, seat Lester!
Seat Lester!
Seat Lester!
Seat Lester!
Seat Lester!
Seat Lester!
Thank you, Abraham. I'm really happy to see that the community of Brooklyn, the community of Assembly District 49 have gathered today to support the seating of Lester Chang, who duly won the election on November 8th.
Lester won!
Let him sit! Lester won! Let him sit!
Lester won.
Next, I want to bring up Vito Labella, another Brooklyn community leader who also ran a race here himself. Vito Labella.
Vito!
Thank you very much.
I ran for Senate alongside Lester, and I heard the voices of the people loud and clear.
Hello?
Yes.
I ran for Senate in this district alongside Lester Chang, and we both heard the voices of this district loud and clear.
Yes.
Wherever we went, people said they were ready for a change.
That's right.
We are ready for a change!
Ready for a change.
The New York State Assembly is trying to overrule the will of the people, and it's not right. Both the Daily News editorial staff and the New York Post editorial staff are both calling for Lester to be seated. Any problems should have been dealt with in a timely fashion, and they were not. This is mere sour grapes and power play by the New York State Democrat Assembly people. Please do not stand for it. Let your voices be heard all over the state. Contact your assembly member all over the state. Tell your assembly member we will not tolerate it. Seat Lester Chang.
Seat Lester Chen! Seat Lester Chen! Seat Lester Chen!
Where's your phone? Where's your phone? Here. Oh, you have it. You want me to speak?
Yes, I do want you to speak. Lena, I would like you to speak as well. So, thank you. These are very powerful words from the people of this community. This rally is for the people of this community, whether it is Lester Chang, whether it's someone else. The votes of the people, 7,424 people, must be respected and not overridden and canceled by politicians up in Albany. It is wrong. Next, I want to bring up co-founder of Asian Wave Alliance and president of CACAGNY, Mr. Phil Wang.
Thank you, Yatin. The result is obvious. The result has been certified by the Board of Elections. Lester won. It's fair and square.
Yeah!
You look at the results, and it's undeniable. Lester won. Now, if there are any other issues, his opponent had plenty of opportunity to review his credentials and challenge them accordingly. But he decided to do nothing. Nothing. So here we are, and somehow people like him wants to throw out the results of 7,424 votes and say, let's do another election because he doesn't like the results. That is stealing, and that is wrong. If we tolerate this, we'll never have another election again. Someone else may come, oh, I don't like that result, I'm going to do another one. No, I don't like you, I'm going to do another election. This is a total disrespect of democracy. This is a total disrespect of our voters in this district. We will fight until Lester is seated. We will fight until Lester is sworn in. Lester won!
Lester won! Lester won! Lester won! Lester won! Lester won! Lester won! Lester won! Lester won!
Seat him now!
Seat him now! Seat him now! Seat him now! Seat him now!
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Phil. Always very powerful. Much appreciated. Next, I want to bring up another community leader, much respected in this area of Brooklyn, Miss Lena Chan. I just saw her. There she is. Thank you.
Peter Abbate support fair reform. Peter Abbate support fair reform. Our community, so many people got hurt. So we need to fight for Lester Chang, for common sense. We need a common sense save for his seat in New York State Assemblyman seat. Thank you.
Amen.
那个 Peter Abbate 他输了就是输了，他必须要面对现实。如果你不为社区做事，你的结果就是要认输。
Well said, Lena. Thank you very much. I know we were expecting some other people here. Miss Soya of Soya's World, I think.
Soya's World Radio.
Oh, so is she?
Part of the Zev Brenner Jewish Radio Talk
Okay,
Line
you
Network.
can introduce her.
She's right here.
Oh.
She just arrived. She talked to talk.
Thank you so much. Soya, I would like you to rightfully introduce yourself. Please come up. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm Soya, and just like you, I have a voice and I'm going to use it. And
I want to take just a moment to introduce her. She is the radio hostess of radio show Soya's World, which is part of the Jewish Talk Line Radio under the auspices of the Zev Brenner Talk Line Radio Productions.
Wow.
Okay.
I actually came to this office years ago for help. I live in this community. I've asked other people, do you even know who Peter? I heard the name Peter Abbate. But even though they live in this community, Lester will be here every day. You will know who he is, and he's here for everyone. We need to fight, and we need to fight for all of us, and that's what he's going to do. We cannot stand down. He won this election fair and square.
Yes.
To have someone stay and not budge is actually the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing, which is serving the community. You have Been here for 30-something years. Nothing great. You haven't shaken any trees. Nothing's fallen out. It's time to go. And I'm sorry, not to say your age, but you're in your 70s. You just woke up all of a sudden one day and you're like, oh, Lester won. Oh, I think I'm going to go and I'm going to disagree with that now. I'm sorry, you need to go. You lost. These are sour grapes, and you need to move on. And this community needs to be represented by the people that voted him in and actually used their voices. He won, the people have spoken, and we rest. And you need to go and let Lester do what he needs to do, which is represent the people that voted him in.
Amen.
People spoke.
Thank you so much.
Lester won. People spoke. Lester won. People spoke. Lester won.
Thank you. Next. Is she? Oh, you know what? I do. I have to read her statement. Actually, can I have my phone?
Oh, right here. Sorry.
Thank you. I am going to.
Where's Mr. Chang? Where's Mr. Chang?
We are doing
It's
this.
nothing to do with
We're
it.
doing this.
We're doing this on ourselves.
He's not coming. Okay.
Yeah, this is not coordinated. It was not planned with Lester Chang. Asian Wave Alliance is the host of this rally, and we're really doing this rally to represent the Brooklyn community, specifically Assembly District 49, who voted Lester in. It is a matter of what this community wants. As I said before, this is not necessarily about Lester. He happened to won and win the election. It's about anyone who wins the election and wants to represent the people of AD 49. So this rally is really for the people.
The people spoke. We do an election. Someone won. And we, as people, we want our result to be represented. We want our results to come out and be acted on.
So I want to read a statement from Susan Zhuang, who is a community leader here in Brooklyn. She has work obligations and was unable to make it here at this time. Here's her statement. She said, state legislators should not take any action to remove a duly elected official without strong proof and he or she is not qualified.
Exactly.
The majority of residents from AD 49 voted for Lester Chang. We need to respect the choice of the voters. This was a historic election resulting in the fair election of the first Asian American Assembly member from Brooklyn. No one filed any objection of lack of qualifications when Lester Chang was placed on the election ballot by the Board of Elections. If such objections had been made, then the Board of Elections and ultimately New York courts would have conducted hearings and made a proper determination before any election. That was the proper procedure to resolve any dispute. Not allowing an election and waiting until a winner is determined and then asking a political body to refuse to seat an official winner is wrong. The Asian community will not be silent to such disrespect. These are the words of Susan Zhuang. I'm privileged to have read it for her. Next, I want to call up George Serentopoulos.
Thank you, Susan Zhuang.
He is another Brooklyn resident of Dyker Heights, Bay Ridge. Come on up.
I just wanted to thank everybody for coming here today. I had the privilege of working with Lester Chang to help Vito LaBella get elected, as well as other individuals to get elected. And I want everyone in this community to know that if Lester Chang works as hard to get elected, if he works as hard for this community will be in great shape. Because I don't know anybody else who worked as hard as Lester Chang. Does anybody else know? Bernie, did you ever see anyone work as hard as Lester?
Lester is a very hard worker. Lester 为社区做了很多事情，他之前呢已经不停的为社区发送礼物、发送食品的了。
So, the Democratic machine is being disingenuous.
They're spreading disinformation about Lester Chang, and this shouldn't stand. And they want to disenfranchise this community. That should not stand. Lester Chang won fair and square, and he needs to be seated in January. This hasn't happened in 100 years. An assemblyman elected has not been seated for 100 years. This is an injustice and shouldn't stand. So please, we got to come out, call your assemblyman. If you're not from this district, call Abbate's office, let him know. Call the Brooklyn Democratic Party, let them know that this should not stand. And I want to thank everyone for coming today.
Thank you, George, for your words. I want to bring up another community leader here who would like to say a few words. Come on up.
Han Ching, long time Lester supporter.
Come on up. Say a few
我
words.
作为一个军人家属，也是作为 Republican， 支持这个郑永嘉，他在我们社区为我们社区服务，勤勤劳劳的。OK， 我们就支持他，他是胜选的，是一张清白的一张纸，我们就要支持他，让他胜选，一定在那个州政府为我们华人平等发声。谢谢大家。
好 People spoke. Lester won. Lester won. People spoke. Lester won. People spoke. Lester won. People spoke. Lester won. Good.
If there's anyone that is a Brooklyn resident, AD 49, that would like to speak, please let me know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, please. Thank you. Come on up.
You have to really.
I got you. I own E&J on the same avenue that Peter Abbate's office is on. And I can't tell you how many times I've called his office and he has done absolutely nothing.
Whoa.
I have lived in his district for 34 years. And this guy has done absolutely nothing. All he did was poke fun of Lester Chang when he was running. He made fun of his uniform at the 9/11 memorial.
Shameful.
He's disgusted. And not one person said anything to him that day. I went back and I told everyone, I said, this is not okay. This man, there's something wrong with him. He's up there in age, and I really think, you know, it's time to go. Lester won fair and square. And I shouldn't have to be afraid to run a business in this district where I was born and raised because he doesn't want to do the job. I voted for Lester Chang, and Lester Chang needs to come out.
People spoke. Lester won.
Lester won.
Lester won.
Lester won.
Lester won.
Lester won. Good. Good.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. I want to bring up Tom Simich. He's someone who came all the way from Queens to lend his support to this rally. Tom, here you go.
Thank you very much, everyone. This is a great day because this shows what America is all about. Us standing together, united for our rights, for our constitutional rights that our forefathers wrote for us to abide by, where we follow the rules, not just make up stuff as we go along, like this machine here, this political machine here in New York State. It's happening all over. I am from Queens, but I come out here to Brooklyn to support everyone here because we all need to stick together, together against the machine that is taking away everything, little by little, our freedoms. And look at this, even the governor, okay? Look what they're looking to do. And still, with our children in the future, we all need to understand why we have to be here and why we have to do this. Because Lester needs to be seated fair and square, and everybody here who voted for him, and people should be proud of him going forward. Because these guys here, like the woman before me said, have done nothing. They're so complacent in their office that they want to be here to, oh my goodness, I lost. That's right, you lost. Step down and leave and let new leadership take over and straighten out our state. Thank you.
Thank you. The people of New York, whether from Brooklyn or Queens, or anywhere else, really have the same sentiment. Lester Chang won the election fair and square. he must be seated in the New York State Assembly and duly represent the Assembly District 49 and the great people of this community. Phil, I think that concludes our rally. We were expecting.
Curtis is about a drought, but
he's not here. I don't know if people are going to be. We're very fortunate that the rain hasn't come in. Yes, Curtis Lewa, who is a friend of Lester Chang, was expected to come. I think he's probably caught up in our gridlock traffic that we're used to as New Yorkers, certainly around Brooklyn. So unless there's anyone else that wants to speak, we're going to wrap up this rally. Thank you very much. We're going to just take a few pictures.
Mention tomorrow.
Yes. Just public service announcements. A number of us will be at City Hall tomorrow. There is a rally to oppose a City Council Bill 632 that we believe will make residents less safe. They would like to eliminate criminal background checks of anyone applying for a residence in homes that are 3 families and up, including sales of co-ops and condos. So if you find this problematic and want to support us, please join us at City Hall tomorrow at 1 p.m. I will be there, and a number of the people here will also be in Manhattan.
明天我们1点钟在 City Hall 250 Broadway 那边，我们会有一个示威。我们是支持那个房东的。租客那边现在说，他们说租你的地方是不需要做 background check 的。那个是，所以他是欠钱也好，以前是犯罪的杀人放火的也好，我们都需要租给他，不需要考虑他的背景。我们是反对这个法案的。所有支持我们的人，请我们明天1点钟在250 Broadway 到。所有支持 Lester 的人，明天也可以1点钟250 Broadway 一起过来继续我们的努力，好不好？好。明天1点钟250 Broadway， 大家见，好。OK， 我们一起拍个照片啊，请两边的人再进来一点。